men, can they shake off that stuff that was going on earlier on Pommel horse? Look at those numbers, 6'9", 5'7", 2'5". Dorin Petcu.
And he's got a lot of those elements that have caused problems.
Just shows you how difficult things are. This time around, he was part of the 6th place team at the Olympic Games. A very successful year for the Romanian men.
Right here, that additional element, 360-degree turn, and he's off a little bit. Actually put his hand in the wrong position, but did what you're supposed to do. Just keep going, find a way to keep those legs swinging.
Oh.
And once again, that silly scissor move. Required element, you gotta do one of them. For the Romanians, though, it would have been smarter to leave the part out and take the 2/10 deduction because they've all basically missed it.
Whatever it is, jet lag.
Yeah, it's
or sun. It's affecting the entire team.
Now watch, it's a scissor with a full turn, and what he does is he gets his body off balance. He needs to keep his shoulders over the pommel a little bit longer. He's just off balance and no way to hold on. Not a disaster, though, as you can see right there.
9.35. Now we get to Sean Townsend from Dallas, Texas. He is one of the new stars on the American scene.
Well, my first goal in my whole gymnastics career was to make it to the 2000 Olympics. I was satisfied, but then again, I wasn't satisfied because I felt like I was missing something, and that was probably the medal.
A goal unfulfilled has left Sean Townsend wanting more. The new code of points has allowed him to be more aggressive, and so far, that's been paying dividends.
The American Cup, I mean, I went in there with a good attitude. Physically, I wasn't the way I wanted to be, but mentally, I was right there with everybody else. And I just wanted to go in there and see what happened. And when I was in second, I was pretty surprised.
Second to 5-time national champion Blaine Wilson, Sean has recently shown the ability to not only place well, but lead the team.
Well, the leadership role is really hard to take over after being in John's spot for a long time. Give me a couple more meets. Probably this one I could take the leadership role, definitely. I have a big heart, and at the same time, actions speak louder than words. And if I go out there and hit my routine, hopefully the next guy come out there and hit their routine.
What is it that sets him apart, Tim? What is it that makes Sean Townsend so special?
Well, he's aggressive, as he knows he is. He also has a great body for gymnastics. He's small, he's compact, but on top of it all, he's very, very strong.
Well, that's exactly what he said he learned after the Olympic Games. He said he finally figured out how to compete. In the past, he would hold back, and he said, it's so simple. You just need to go out and be aggressive.
Tim, I'm not trying to be cute. When you say he's got a great body for gymnastics, expound on that a little bit.
Well, all the dimensions are right. If you're this tall and lanky person, it just is a lot harder to flip around 3 times or to be able to hold your body in these very difficult iron cross type positions. It helps to be smaller. Most of the guys were just devastated with the new code of points. On still rings especially, he's actually gotten better because he fits this code so well. Dismount here, full twisting double laid out somersault. This is a walk on Waikiki for Sean Townsend right there.
All right, huge, 9.55. The United States has a lead, 72.7 to 71.05. It's the USA, China, and Romania. Now let's prove to you we've been shopping. So the United States has grabbed the lead, and Elfie, there's not a lot of sticking going on. What's up?
No, not whatsoever. Actually, what we're seeing is the aches and pains of the new code of points, and these are the new rules that will take us through to the 2004 Olympic Games. You know, all the teams are really trying to do the more difficult skills. They're just making mistakes. It's just a matter of time. That's all it will be.
The double lay look suits you, Elfie.
Why, thank you.
Meanwhile, Tim, we've got the third rotation coming up. Floor exercise for the United States, historically a very good apparatus for them. Who do we look for?
Well, actually, Morgan Hamm, he made the Olympic finals on floor exercise, and Sean Townsend, he has one of the most difficult routines being done in the world at the American Cup. Just a couple weeks ago, he rocked it. He may never do that routine as well as he did at the American Cup. It's a very strong event for the USA.
Third rotation coming up here in Honolulu. That takes care of that. Now, for something they can do very well, we go to the Chinese men, and so far it's been the Romanians faltering badly, the United States taking the lead, and China trying to figure out where they fit in here. Brett McClure from Seattle, Washington, is 20.
Kevin Majaika, who is the World Championship team coach for 2001 and the head coach here, believes that the USA is ahead of the world, ahead of the curve on figuring out how to work with this code. And one of the places they've shown that so far is on floor exercise. They have very difficult routines. Here is that required skill. Looks a little funny sometimes, side somersault. One of the changes from the code, not as much value for the flare or circle type elements like that, but still a little bit, enough for Brett to put it into his routine.
Brett's another one of those U.S. athletes that's taking everything in stride. He's still not sure what his future plans are, but would like to compete at the national championships, see if he makes the world championship team, and then take it from there.
Combination tumbling run here for dismount, very difficult. Good exercise up until that point, but not only does he go out of bounds, but that hand goes down.
Yeah, that's good.
This pass used to be worth 0.5 of a point. Now it is only worth 0.3 of a point in bonus. And you see that foot, it just sneaks over the edge. Yellow flag goes up, 1/10 of a point. Hand goes down, more deductions to follow.
8-9 for Brett McClure. Back to the surfer dudes. Jianhui had a 9.55 on the still rings and was unbelievable.
Didn't compete on the floor exercise because he was so tired after that ring routine. I don't think I'd be able to compete for about a week after trying to do what he does on rings. Actually, this is a little bit unique here. Not doing all that much on horse. He warmed up with a lot of stuff, but now adding a little bit of one pommel work here at the end. Okay, now this is going to be a good case study here because although he really doesn't make any major mistakes, gets through a fairly clean routine, does the scissor part without a major break, it's not going to get a score. He just doesn't have anywhere near enough difficulty to bring in a score here.
Tim, do you want me to mention it here?
Right here, Al.
Okay, 1985, the last time gymnastics was held here in the Blaisdell Center, Tim Daggett registered a 10 on the pommel horse.
Let's see that routine.
There. I'll show you later, Elfie.
No, you're right, 8.3.
It's amazing, huh?
To me, it's always dangerous when the fans, even the most ardent fans, cannot understand the game that's being played, and in this case, the scores that they're being told.
Yeah, and that's not right.
All right, it's been a horrible beginning, as you could tell from the numbers for Orzata.
Yeah, usually this guy counts for his team, and his first two apparatus have been disaster.
He's an easygoing, fun-loving guy, isn't he, Elfie?
Yeah, definitely. He's, as I said before, he's been our interpreter for the entire Romanian team. We've had a lot of fun over the years with Rareș. Actually was planning to come to the U.S. last year after the Olympic Games on a U.S. scholarship and wasn't able to carry through with those plans because of some personal family problems.
Also said, though, he was a little bit depressed that they didn't realize what they thought they could accomplish in Sydney. They had an outside shot to win a bronze medal, and the team actually had one of their gymnasts get hurt, and when that happened, they competed most of the last